Older adults should absolutely avoid these 10 foods after 10 p.m. if they want to maintain their health. As people enter old age, their bodies become more sensitive to food, especially in the evening, a time when digestive organs slow down in preparation for rest. Eating improperly after 10 p.m. can lead to a series of health issues such as digestive disorders, poor sleep, frequent nighttime urination, and even fatigue the next morning. Many older adults have the habit of eating something light or snacking before bed to avoid the feeling of hunger. However, not all foods are suitable for consumption at night. Some foods that seem harmless may significantly affect the quality of sleep, blood pressure, blood sugar, and the functioning of the heart and kidneys. Below is a list of 10 foods that older adults should absolutely avoid after 10 p.m. if they don't want to weaken their overall health. Take note to protect your body and maintain a healthy, sharp mind every day. 1. Foods high in oil and fat, fried, deep fried, a hidden danger for older adults. Eating late at night. In older adults, the digestive system begins to function less effectively due to the natural decline of stomach, liver, and pancreas functions. Eating oily and fatty foods at night, especially after 10 p.m., puts excessive strain on the body's digestive system, causing significant health problems. First, fried foods cause bloating and indigestion. Foods like fried chicken, French fries, and fried spring rolls contain high levels of fat, usually cooked in hot oil at high temperatures, which alters the structure of fat and makes it harder to digest. When consumed late at night, when the digestive system slows down, older adults are more likely to experience bloating, heartburn, abdominal discomfort, and trouble sleeping. Shallow or interrupted sleep prevents the body from properly recovering, leading to fatigue and poor mental clarity the following morning. Second, excess oil increases bad cholesterol, LDL, in the blood. Fried foods typically contain a lot of oil, especially when oil is reused multiple times, which produces harmful compounds like trans fats. This is a major factor in the buildup of plaque in the arteries, increasing the risk of atherosclerosis, high blood pressure, and cardiovascular diseases. For older adults who are at a higher risk of heart disease, eating fried foods late at night exacerbates cardiovascular risks. Third, it disrupts metabolism and increases the risk of obesity. Consuming large amounts of energy at night without physical activity to burn off the excess can lead to the accumulation of fat in the body as visceral fat. This condition not only contributes to weight gain and abdominal obesity, but also affects the insulin metabolism process, leading to type 2 diabetes. When coupled with sleep disorders, the body's ability to metabolize nutrients declines even further, creating a vicious cycle of deteriorating health. In conclusion, older adults should minimize eating fried and fatty foods after 10 p.m. Instead, if a light snack is necessary, opt for easily digestible foods like thin porridge, ripe bananas, or a warm cup of low-fat milk. Maintaining a healthy eating habit at night not only improves sleep quality, but also protects the cardiovascular system, digestion, and long-term health. 2. Red meat, beef, lamb, fatty pork. A silent burden for older adults when eaten at night. Red meat is a rich source of protein and iron, playing an important role in daily nutrition. However, consuming red meat late at night, especially after 10 p.m., can pose several health risks for older adults. These impacts not only lower sleep quality, but can also leave the body feeling weak and fatigued the next day. Red meat is high in protein and saturated fat, two components that are difficult to digest, especially at night. The digestive systems of older adults work more slowly than those of younger individuals. When fatty red meats such as beef, lamb, or pork with thick fat layers are eaten late in the day, the stomach must work harder for hours to break down the proteins and fats. This leads to feelings of bloating, heaviness, and discomfort that can make it hard to fall asleep or cause nighttime awakenings. Poor sleep quality disrupts the body's recovery process, leading to fatigue and sluggishness the following morning. Eating red meat at night also increases the risk of low-grade inflammation in the body. Studies have shown that high consumption of red meat, especially processed or fatty cuts, can raise levels of inflammatory cytokines in the blood. Inflammation is the root cause of many chronic conditions, such as arthritis, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and even some types of cancer. In older adults, the body already experiences a baseline level of inflammation due to aging. Eating red meat at night when the body should be resting further increases the risk of inflammation, weakens the immune system, and slows recovery. Moreover, red meat is high in purines, compounds that can elevate uric acid levels. When consumed at night, unprocessed purines can accumulate in the body, increasing the risk of gout and causing joint pain, which severely affects quality of life in older adults. This is particularly concerning for those with a history of joint disorders or who frequently suffer from nighttime aches and pains. For these reasons, older adults should avoid eating red meat late at night. If you want to add protein to your dinner, consider lighter alternatives like lean poultry, skinless chicken or duck, steamed fish, or tofu, foods that are easier to digest while still providing essential nutrients. Adjusting eating habits to align with the body's natural rhythms can help older adults maintain their health, improve sleep quality, and prevent serious illnesses. 3. Sweets, the silent disruptor of sleep and energy balance in older adults. For many people, especially seniors, eating a piece of cake or candy before bed can feel relaxing or emotionally comforting. However, this habit carries hidden risks to health. Sweet foods like candy, ice cream, and chocolate are high in sugar and can disrupt digestion, blood sugar levels, and sleep quality. 3 key factors that help older adults maintain their overall well-being. First, sweets cause rapid spikes and drops in blood sugar. When older adults consume high-sugar foods like glucose or sucrose at night, blood glucose levels rise quickly. In response, the body releases insulin to bring the sugar into cells, causing a rapid drop. This fluctuation throws off energy balance, leading to symptoms such as fatigue, restlessness, rapid heartbeat, or shakiness. For seniors with prediabetes or diabetes, this spike and crash cycle can cause dizziness, sweating, poor sleep, or even faintness when waking up during the night. Second, sweets directly interfere with sleep. Many assume that sugary snacks promote sleepiness, but the opposite is true. High sugar intake triggers the production of adrenaline and cortisol, alertness hormones that make it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep through the night. Sugar also increases nervous system activity and body temperature, both of which interrupt deep sleep, the most restorative sleep phase. Third, eating sweets late at night increases the risk of obesity and insulin resistance. After 10 p.m., the body is less active and metabolism slows down. Excess sugar consumed at this time is easily stored as fat, especially around the abdomen. This increases the risk of weight gain, metabolic disorders, and insulin resistance, the primary precursor to type 2 diabetes. For older adults, these consequences are even more serious, as their immune systems and organ functions naturally decline with age. Advice for older adults: if you feel hungry before bedtime, opt for light, low-sugar, and easily digestible snacks, such as unsweetened warm milk, a few walnuts, or slices of ripe banana. These foods are gentle on the stomach and help relax the body, supporting better sleep quality in a natural way. 4. Sour fruits, the hidden culprit behind acid reflux and sleep disturbances in older adults. Fruits are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, making them an essential part of a healthy diet. However, not all fruits are suitable for nighttime consumption, especially sour varieties like oranges, grapefruits, pineapples, green mangoes, and lemons. For older adults who are more prone to digestive and stomach issues, eating sour fruits after 10 p.m. can lead to silent yet serious health consequences, particularly related to sleep quality. First, sour fruits increase the risk of gastroesophageal reflux. Sour fruits contain high levels of citric acid and ascorbic acid, such as vitamin C, which raise the acidity in the stomach when consumed. This stimulates the stomach to produce more gastric acid, leading to heartburn, bloating, or acid burps. In older adults, who are more likely to suffer from gastritis or hiatal hernia, excess acid can reflux into the esophagus, especially when lying down shortly after eating. Over time, this can cause discomfort and even damage the esophageal lining. Second, sour fruits disrupt sleep. The discomfort from heartburn, chest tightness, or a burning sensation in the throat caused by acid reflux can prevent older adults from falling asleep or wake them up during the night. Many seniors find themselves sitting up in the middle of the night due to a burning sensation rising from the stomach to the chest, often accompanied by a dry cough or throat tightness. Prolonged sleep disturbances can weaken the immune system, increase the risk of falls, dizziness, and memory problems. Third, sour fruits can irritate an already sensitive stomach lining. For seniors with a history of gastric ulcers, duodenal ulcers, or chronic acid reflux, eating sour fruits at night may cause symptoms to recur. The acid in these fruits can further inflame the weakened stomach lining, leading to dull pain, indigestion, or nausea, especially if eaten on an empty stomach or combined with high-fat or protein-rich foods. Advice for older adults. Instead of sour fruits late at night, opt for mildly sweet, low-acid fruits like ripe bananas, pears, apples, or persimmons. It's best to consume fruits before 8 p.m. to allow time for digestion and reduce strain on the body during rest. For those with digestive conditions or prone to reflux, avoiding sour fruits at night is essential to protect health and support restful sleep. 5. Cheese and full-fat milk, the unexpected sleep disruptors for older adults. Milk and dairy products are often considered nutritious, beneficial for bone health, and supportive of sleep. However, not all dairy is appropriate for nighttime use, especially cheese and full-fat milk. These foods can backfire when consumed after 10 p.m. by older adults, leading to bloating, indigestion, and sleep disturbances, factors that significantly affect health and quality of life. First, cheese and full-fat milk are high in saturated fats, leading to bloating and poor digestion. Cheese, whole milk, and condensed milk are rich in fats, particularly saturated fats. When consumed late at night, the digestive system, which naturally slows down in the evening, has to work overtime to process these fats. This can lead to bloating, stomach heaviness, and discomfort when lying down, making it harder to fall asleep or causing frequent awakenings due to abdominal discomfort. Second, cheese contains a compound called tyramine, a stimulant for the nervous system. Tyramine is a naturally occurring amino acid found in many cheeses, especially aged varieties like cheddar, Parmesan, and blue cheese. It stimulates the central nervous system by triggering the release of norepinephrine, a hormone that increases alertness. For older adults, whose nervous systems tend to be more sensitive, consuming cheese at night can make it harder to relax and fall asleep. Many may also experience rapid heartbeat or fragmented sleep, leading to morning fatigue. Third, salty cheese and full-fat milk can impact blood pressure and heart health. Some cheeses contain significant amounts of salt. Eating salty cheese late at night can increase osmotic pressure, cause thirst, put extra strain on the kidneys, and raise blood pressure, particularly risky for seniors with conditions like hypertension or heart failure. Meanwhile, the saturated fat in cheese and full-fat milk raises LDL cholesterol, and regular nighttime consumption can negatively affect long-term cardiovascular health. Advice for older adults. If you enjoy drinking milk before bed, opt for low-fat or plant-based milk, such as almond, oat, or unsweetened soy milk, which are easier on the stomach and promote relaxation. Avoid aged or salty cheeses, as well as sugary, fatty dairy products at night to protect digestive health, the nervous system, and sleep quality. 6. Instant noodles and pre-cooked vermicelli, convenient but risky for elderly health when consumed at night. Instant noodles and pre-cooked vermicelli are popular quick meals that are easy to prepare and often chosen at night when people don't want to cook elaborately. However, for the elderly, whose digestive systems and organ functions have naturally declined over time, eating these instant foods after 10 p.m. can lead to serious health consequences, especially for cardiovascular health, kidney function, sleep quality, and overall physical well-being. First, instant noodles and pre-cooked vermicelli contain a high amount of sodium, a silent burden on the heart and kidneys. A single packet of instant noodles or vermicelli can contain between 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of sodium, equivalent to or exceeding the recommended daily salt intake for the elderly. When consumed late at night, the high salt content increases pressure on the circulatory system, forcing the heart to work harder to maintain blood pressure balance. This is particularly dangerous for elderly individuals with high blood pressure, heart failure, or a history of cardiovascular events. Additionally, excess sodium places a strain on the kidneys, organs responsible for blood filtration and detoxification. As kidney function naturally weakens with age, consuming too much salt at night raises the risk of fluid retention, elevated blood pressure, and chronic kidney damage. Second, instant foods are loaded with additives, preservatives, and refined oils. Instant noodles and vermicelli are usually deep-fried multiple times, containing harmful trans fats that increase LDL, bad cholesterol, and promote atherosclerosis. Moreover, the seasoning packets often contain flavor enhancers, artificial coloring, and preservatives, all of which are potentially harmful with regular use, especially for seniors with weakened immune systems. Third, instant noodles can cause dehydration and frequent nighttime urination. The high sodium content forces the body to retain water to maintain internal balance, leading to dry mouth, thirst, and increased nighttime urination. This not only disrupts sleep, but also leaves the body fatigued in the morning due to dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. For the elderly, frequent nighttime urination also raises the risk of falls, disrupts circadian rhythms, and diminishes quality of life. Recommendations for older adults. Instead of instant noodles or vermicelli late at night, prepare light, low-sodium, easy-to-digest meals like oatmeal porridge, vegetable soup, or lightly seasoned glass noodles. If cooking is inconvenient, consider a slice of whole grain bread with a boiled egg or a glass of low-fat milk. These options are not only safer for overall health, but also promote deeper, more restful sleep and better vitality the next day. 7. Spicy and heavily seasoned foods. Strong spices that disrupt sleep and digestive balance in the elderly. Spices are the soul of many dishes, enhancing flavor and making meals more enjoyable. However, for the elderly, consuming spicy or heavily seasoned foods at night, especially after 10 p.m., can lead to a series of health issues, from digestive disturbances to sleep disorders, significantly affecting both physical and mental well-being. First, spicy and highly seasoned foods strongly stimulate the stomach lining, causing discomfort and heartburn. Spicy ingredients such as chili, pepper, mustard, garlic, and onions increase gastric acid secretion. In elderly individuals who often have weakened digestive systems and more fragile stomach linings, this stimulation can easily lead to a burning sensation in the upper abdomen, dull stomach pain, bloating, or acid reflux. These symptoms are especially concerning for seniors with a history of gastric ulcers, gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, or irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Second, spicy foods raise body temperature and interfere with sleep. Spicy ingredients increase blood flow and body heat. When consumed late in the evening, especially close to bedtime, this rise in body temperature can disrupt the body's natural relaxation process necessary for deep sleep. Elderly individuals may experience restlessness, internal heat, sweating, or tossing and turning throughout the night. Some may even wake up due to stomach discomfort or hot flashes. Third, strong spices can affect heart rate and blood pressure. Some studies suggest that spicy, highly seasoned foods can stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, increasing heart rate and temporarily raising blood pressure. For older adults, especially those with underlying conditions such as hypertension, cardiovascular disease, or arrhythmias, eating spicy food at night can lead to an uncontrollable rise in heart rate, causing palpitations, anxiety, and insomnia. Recommendations for older adults. In the evening, opt for lightly seasoned, easy-to-digest foods to allow the stomach to rest and the nervous system to relax. For those who prefer richer flavors, consider using small amounts of ginger or turmeric, ingredients that are stomach-friendly and aid digestion without causing strong irritation. Avoid spicy noodles, hot pots, heavily peppered grilled meats, or oily, spicy stir-fries after 10 p.m. 8. Alcoholic beverages, the false sedative that disrupts sleep and harms elderly health. Alcoholic beverages such as wine and beer are often seen as a way to relax or help with sleep at night. However, for older adults whose physical strength and organ functions such as the liver, kidneys, nervous system, and cardiovascular system have declined with age, consuming alcohol after 10 p.m. can have serious consequences on both sleep quality and overall health. First, alcohol disrupts sleep, leading to shallow sleep and frequent awakenings during the night. Initially, alcohol may induce drowsiness due to its sedative effects on the central nervous system. However, This is a false sleep that is quickly interrupted. As the liver metabolizes the alcohol, it causes the body to become alert again, making it difficult for older adults to stay asleep, leading to vivid dreams, restlessness, or insomnia. Fragmented sleep not only causes fatigue the following morning, but also negatively impacts memory, mental health, and immune function. Second, alcohol causes dehydration and increases nighttime urination. Alcohol is a diuretic, promoting increased urine output and contributing to nighttime urination, a common issue in older adults. Dehydration at night can lead to fatigue, dry mouth, and a higher risk of falls if the elderly have to get up in the dark or while still groggy. Additionally, dehydration can further impair kidney function, an organ that is already weakened with age. Third, alcohol impairs liver function and causes metabolic disorders. The liver is the primary organ responsible for metabolizing alcohol. In the elderly, liver function is diminished, so drinking alcohol at night forces the liver to work overtime when the body should be resting. Over time, this can lead to fatty liver, chronic hepatitis, dyslipidemia, and an increased risk of cirrhosis. Fourth, alcohol destabilizes blood sugar and increases the risk of acute health events. Alcohol disrupts glucose metabolism, potentially causing hypoglycemia during sleep, a dangerous situation, especially for elderly individuals with diabetes. Furthermore, for those with a history of hypertension or cardiovascular disease, alcohol is a risk factor for nighttime strokes or heart attacks. Advice for older adults: avoid drinking alcohol after 10 p.m., even just a little to sleep better. Instead, opt for safer and gentler options like chamomile tea, warm water with honey, or low-fat milk, which can calm the nervous system and support natural sleep. Maintaining a habit of going to bed early, eating healthily, and avoiding alcohol is the best way to protect both physical and mental well-being in old age. 9. Refined carbohydrates, the hidden enemy of elderly health, when eaten at night. Foods rich in refined carbohydrates such as white bread, pastries, crackers, or buns may seem easy to digest, but are not ideal for older adults, especially when consumed late at night after 10 p.m. While they can give a feeling of fullness, they pose several risks to the digestive system: blood sugar control and weight management. First, refined carbohydrates cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, leading to post-meal fatigue. Refined carbs have a high glycemic index, meaning they quickly raise blood sugar levels. When elderly individuals consume these foods in the evening, their bodies are overloaded with sugar, causing fatigue and sluggishness after eating. Though foods like sweets or white bread may provide short-term satiety, they often lead to a sudden drop in blood sugar afterward, causing dizziness, low energy, and discomfort, especially at night when the body needs rest. Second, refined carbs contribute to weight gain and related diseases. Foods like white bread, pastries, and cookies are high in easily absorbed sugars and starches, but lack fiber and essential nutrients. Eating these foods at night leads to poor energy metabolism and fat accumulation. Older adults may gain weight and become more prone to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure. Moreover, nighttime consumption of these foods can interfere with digestion, reduce sleep quality, and cause discomfort when going to bed. Third, refined carbs burden the digestive system, causing discomfort and digestive issues. Refined carbs are rapidly broken down and absorbed in the stomach, often causing bloating and heaviness. For the elderly, whose digestive systems are already weakened, eating these foods at night increases the strain on the stomach, leading to acid reflux, indigestion, or heartburn. These symptoms can interrupt sleep and negatively affect long-term digestive health. Fourth, regular consumption of refined carbs at night increases the risk of diabetes. White bread, sweets, and similar foods can disrupt the body's glucose metabolism. Frequent nighttime consumption may cause blood sugar spikes, increasing the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Poorly managed diabetes can damage vital organs such as the heart, kidneys, and nervous system. Advice for older adults: to maintain good health and avoid issues with blood sugar and digestion, older adults should limit their intake of refined carbohydrates at night. Instead, opt for whole grain options like whole wheat bread, whole grains, or fiber-rich foods such as vegetables and low-sugar fruits. These choices help stabilize blood sugar, support digestion, and promote better sleep quality. Processed foods. Fast food. Quick to eat, long-term consequences. Processed foods such as fried chicken, pizza, French fries, and hamburgers are popular and convenient options, often chosen during busy times or when there's no time to cook. However, for older adults, consuming fast food late at night, especially after 10 p.m., can seriously impact health, leading to digestive issues, weight gain, and disrupted sleep. First, processed foods are high in unhealthy fats, causing bloating and indigestion. Most fast foods are cooked with large amounts of oil, often reused multiple times. This makes them rich in saturated fats and trans fats, both harmful to health. When older adults eat fast food at night, their stomachs must work overtime to digest these heavy meals, leading to feelings of bloating, discomfort, and indigestion. As the digestive system weakens with age, it becomes more vulnerable to the harmful effects of high-fat foods. Second, fast food contains high levels of salt, which can raise blood pressure and cause water retention. Prepared foods like pizza, fried chicken, and French fries often contain excessive amounts of salt to enhance flavor and prolong shelf life. Consuming large amounts of salt at night can elevate blood pressure, increasing the risk of cardiovascular issues, especially for those with a history of hypertension. Additionally, salt promotes water retention, which can lead to swelling and increased nighttime urination, disrupting sleep and causing fatigue the next morning. Third, fast food contributes to weight gain and reduces sleep quality. Fast food is typically high in calories, but lacks essential nutrients such as fiber, vitamins, and minerals. This leads to fat accumulation, especially when eaten late at night when the body has less opportunity to burn off the energy. Weight gain not only increases the risk of chronic conditions such as diabetes and heart disease, but can also impair sleep. Excess fat can contribute to sleep apnea, leading to frequent awakenings and daytime tiredness in older adults. Fourth, processed foods contain many additives and preservatives. Fast food often includes a range of preservatives, artificial flavors, and coloring agents to maintain taste and visual appeal. These chemicals can cause allergic reactions, digestive disturbances, and long-term health issues, particularly in older adults with weakened immune systems. Eating fast food at night forces the body to process these additives at a time when it should be resting, leading to fatigue and reduced vitality. Advice for older adults. To maintain optimal health, older adults should avoid eating processed or fast foods at night, especially after 10 p.m. Instead, choose light, easy-to-digest meals, such as vegetable soup, oatmeal porridge, or fresh salads. These options not only provide adequate nutrition, but also support digestion and promote restful sleep. Avoiding fast food in the evening helps protect the digestive system, manage weight, and reduce the risk of chronic illness. Tip for older adults. Eat dinner early and choose light foods after 10 p.m. To protect health and maintain good sleep quality, older adults should eat dinner early, ideally before 7 p.m. This allows enough time for digestion before bedtime, reduces stress on the digestive system, and enhances sleep quality. If hunger strikes after 10 p.m., instead of consuming heavy or unhealthy foods, choose light, easily digestible options that are gentle on the stomach. Suitable choices include unsweetened warm milk, ripe bananas, or diluted oatmeal porridge. Unsweetened warm milk helps relax the body, provides calcium for bone health, and doesn't cause a sudden spike in blood sugar, making it easier to fall asleep. Ripe bananas are a natural source of potassium and magnesium, which help calm the nervous system, reduce stress, and support deep sleep. Diluted oatmeal porridge is rich in fiber, easy on the stomach, and provides steady energy without spiking blood sugar or causing bloating. These foods not only support restful sleep, but also promote digestive health and help prevent morning fatigue or discomfort. Developing the habit of eating early and choosing gentle nighttime foods is key to long-term health and well-being.